Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I thought I would sit down and do a video for you guys and gals, but let me give you guys a bicep shot first. Oh, Mount Bicephalus. All right, guys, I'm going to make a statement here that's going to come as a shock. Well, not a shock to a lot of people, but a shock to people who have followed me long term, because it is something I've always said, it doesn't really matter that much. And that is, yes, guys, women really do care about your physique. And here's what I'm going to say on that. It's not going to be this enormous night and day difference the way that it's been presented online. A lot of guys have marketed to a lot of you guys that if you just get ripped, if you just get in shape, women are just going to throw themselves at you. And that is definitely false marketing. Okay, that is absolutely false marketing. Whereas on the other extreme, you've had all this stuff where people try to push, well, you know, women really like dad bods. Whereas that's when it's kind of publicly asked and women being insecure. When it's a little more private, a lot of studies actually do show women prefer more athletic physiques in men on average. Okay, they prefer a more athletic physique. They do like abs. They do like a little bit of muscle. Now, that doesn't mean that they always want, or that most women are going to go for a guy who is just bodybuilder massive. That is not what I'm saying. There's also the potential for the social stigma that in certain cases a woman might be attracted to that, but by that same token, if you come across as a narcissistic a-hole, that can be a bit of a put off, and that may not be ideal either. But if you have a good physique, you're confident, it does help. It will help you quite a bit, guys. And we do need to remember we live in a world where when you stand out in certain ways, right, standing out in a positive manner is beneficial, okay? It is absolutely beneficial in attracting a partner and being desirable. And that way that you stand out can be through a lot of different ways, okay? Obviously, a great personality, someone who's funny and outgoing, that is attractive, right? If you are outgoing and you're kind of the person who's fun to be around just in general in public, obviously women are going to flock to that because they like a guy who's fun to be around. Not difficult to figure out. Same thing, having resources. Guys who are financially stable. I'm not saying that, extremely wealthy, because there's the gold digger aspect. But by and large, a man who appears to have his stuff together, who's financially stable, who's if they're a little bit above average financially, that can be attractive, right? And it's not because people say, oh, well, women are being gold diggers. No, it's because they like stability and security. And a man who is financially stable, that's a nice big plus in your favor. That's a nice big check mark. That is a good sign. A good sign. It's attractive. Because again, good provider. All right, looking good matters. Looks matter. Men care about looks more than women do. Okay? But women do care. They do care. And having a nice body and a nice physique is absolutely part of that. And in keeping in mind, your face, your jawline, how handsome you appear to be is absolutely affected by body fat. It's a factor. It is absolutely a factor. Okay? So, what I've noticed over the years, and I'm just going to have to say this as a coach, and then for me personally, and I still got some of this when I was powerlifting. That's why I used to tell guys, look, man, having a good physique doesn't matter that much. I get hit on as a powerlifter when I had a higher body fat and everything. However, that is still in shape to the average person. You're still strong, you're still confident. So keep that in mind. That isn't the same as being completely out of shape. It's not like I was walking around with a big belly or anything. So there is that factor, and I'll get to clients in a minute too, but there is also the whole thing of, as I've gotten leaner and in shape, as I continue to train more towards bodybuilding, I have noticed more of it, right? And particularly in my age demographic. I'm 47 years old. Guys don't look like I look. Guys over 40 who are in good shape, who are carrying a well above average of muscle, who are obviously lean and fit, We're the outlier. We're absolutely the outlier. It gets noticed, and I get compliments. And I'm not saying it's the way guys are perceiving it as, oh, women are all over you. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I get compliments, positive compliments, and occasional catcalls. I do get catcalled by women. I mean, it could be anything from a woman saying, oh, you have really nice calves. You have nice arms. Or, they'll catcall sometimes, and sometimes it's funny. And that does happen. Absolutely happens. So to say that they don't care or don't notice is just simply not true. I've noticed they absolutely do. It gets noticed, it gets complimented, it gets commented on. And again, not the same as, oh, women are all over you. It's not how it works. And now alcohol involved, yeah, that's different. But that's happened most of my adult life as a lifter. Setting that aside, I have got to look at clients too. And here's what I would say as a coach, particularly my middle-aged clients. Okay, particularly my middle-aged and older clients. Their wives respond different as they get into shape. And this is something I have noted over and over as a coach. And so it's one thing that's definitely changed my opinion on this is when I started getting clients who, like one of my clients, I'd been coaching him about, 6 to 9 months. He'd gotten leaner, he got his squat and all this stuff up, and his wife came over, and he was in his 40s, slapped his butt, told him, your butt's looking good. Okay? He came and messaged me immediately. Coach, this just happened. My wife hasn't slapped my butt in years. Needless to say, he was happy. All right, I've noticed that in other clients too. As we get their physiques more on point, my more middle-aged married guys, their wives respond positively. Their wives respond positively. In fact, some of them have even said, that their wife has said, I'm glad you're doing this coaching thing. Keep doing that. Yeah, he's getting you sexy. I like it. So for me, as a businessman, recognizing this, that because these men are married, big chunk of the majority of my clients are married men. They're married. Getting the wife's approval, more likely to keep me a client who is willing to pay and do everything, okay? It matters. So when I look at that financial difference of how that affects my business, I then have to say, you know what? They really do care. And it's not necessarily just you guys are thinking, oh, the young chicks. No, it's I'm talking for my older guys. Okay? My older guys, because as we get older, we are more and more out of shape as a society. Their wives, their girlfriends notice. Okay? And so, yeah, it's absolutely true. And I think it's even more true for that older demographic, because by and large, once we get to 40 plus, way less guys are in shape. So when you are in shape, it absolutely matters. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.